Hey guys, and welcome to KaiCreative. Today we are filming from an Airbnb place in, where are we?
Harrow. Oh, this is Edgware.
And today we're focusing on a fitness and health app that's going to be syncing to another app. We needed to film someone who was doing a lot of exercise and push-ups, pull-ups, those kind of things. So we had someone in Marylebone come over today, and we weren't expecting that this person would be as fit as they were. And it was a lady who was proper massive, who does weight training.
Can I be called a massive dude?
Who was proper built, actually.
He was very enthusiastic.
She was really into training, and she was really enthusiastic, and like she had bigger biceps than me.
No, she didn't.
She squats 100 kilos. She can do one-arm push-ups, which we didn't get on the camera. We got her doing an incline set of push-ups on a bench on an actual hill, like an incline on a hill, which was really impressive. I was impressed. It was really good. And dips, and she did a lot of running. Jay was making her run back and forth. There's those outside gyms, you know, the ones that are in China and have now come over to the UK. We saw some of those. There was a bunch of like kids, like college kids who were like not in school or college, just smoking there. So Jay very bravely went over there and confronted them.
What are you talking about? I kindly asked them if they would mind if we film. I didn't confront them.
So yeah, we had a really productive day. I think we had an idea of filming 3 or 4 different sets of B-roll for today, and we were able to get most of those done. So today we're really pleased to get Liz come in and basically be the lady who was the fitness person, the fitness guru, use the Fitbit, use the app, as well as being a kind of depressed soul for another short video, and then going on to moving on to a third location even to fill in some small B-roll for another video that we are modifying. So I think we were really fortunate to have her come by. And sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes you get people who are not necessarily the people you need, so you need to, as was happened before, rewrite the script to fit that individual. But today we're really fortunate and quite happy to have her. Interviews, so we do a lot of interviews, and you're working around people's busy schedules. So often people will say, I can squeeze you in from this time, come at this time. Sometimes you come, you set up the kit, you get the lights, you get the cameras, you get the sound kit ready. You're asking people to turn off things like air conditioning, and all of these things happen, and then your interviewee does not turn up. So the company's paid for you to be there. They've informed the person who's going to be interviewed to be there, and then they just don't turn up. And you've already been paid, so it's okay for you, but then it can have a knock-on effect to content that you're making or want to release. It can have a knock-on effect to the release date of videos. So you just got to inform the company, let them know, okay, we haven't been able to commit to this interview, not because we weren't there, but because the interviewee didn't turn up. So now it's gonna delay the video, basically. And you just kind of have to let them know that these things happen, and you've got to take a professional approach. You can't get angry or upset that someone hasn't made it or hasn't committed. You've been there, you've done what you can do, and now there's a knock-on effect to the content because of this individual. And sometimes you'll work extra hard to try and turn it around, to keep the client happy. But generally it's not your fault. So as long as they know that, as long as they know that's the case, but then you still try your best to get it out on time, I think that your clients do appreciate that. We're doing a whole load of interviews tomorrow, so we'll be interviewing the head of the CCG, we'll be interviewing the head of the clinical commissioning group for Harrow tomorrow. He's given us an hour. So basically what we're going to do with him is we're going to ask him questions around the content that we're making. So we're making 4 videos, and we're going to apply him with questions around that content, so that later, if it's relevant, then we can put that information in, surround it around the story, weave that narration into the story, into the video, so that you're keeping the viewer constantly engaged with content from people in authority. And that's what people want. They can trust this information they're getting, and the person who's speaking to them is someone in authority who they can trust. And that's what we're going to do by interviewing these senior members of staff, really putting authority, a stamp of approval as it were, on the content that we're putting out there, saying that you can trust this content because it's come from these approved. It's been approved by medical practitioners. It's been approved by people in authority in this area. So go to the app, you can trust it, and it's necessary because it's health and it's related to health and fitness, and it's related to people's medical conditions, records, etc. So I think that is extremely important when you do your interviews, is look for the right people to endorse it, validate it, to really give it substance and have that kind of line of authority around it. So yeah, go do that.